Hey YouTube, it's Ashley, and this is my 34-week pregnancy update. Um, I have a list, and I don't know where I put it, so I'm just going to try to remember what I was going to talk about. Let's see. Sorry, my hair. I actually fixed my hair and did my makeup this morning, so, let me see. I had my appointment on Monday. I have it weekly. And I had my non-stress test like I always do. And everything turned out great. And I was hooked up, the last time I was hooked up for like an hour and 15 minutes or so. And this time I was only hooked up for like 34 or like 35 to 45 minutes. And then she came in and said, well, we'll go ahead and take you off because everything looks fine. So, and as I took pineapple and blueberries and Triscuits with me, and then they gave me cold water to drink, and that got him moving, perfectly fine or whatever, and so he was like super active during the whole thing this time, so that was good. So I'm gonna do that every time now, that way I don't have to sit there forever, and like the top part shows the baby's heart rate, and whenever I feel him move, I push a button, and then they compare. They want it to spike and then go back down whenever he moves. I'm saying a lot. So they, said that looked perfect. And then the bottom shows you if you're having contractions at all. And I had some last week a little bit, not too, very minimal. And then this week I had more, but still not super high. And she said that was fine and normal and just meant my body was doing what it's supposed to be doing or whatever. So that's good. What else? Sorry, my dog is like begging me. So, I'm measuring good, all that stuff's good, and we talked about, my blood pressure was awesome. It was 118 or 118 over 62 or something, and they were like shocked about that because I'm only on one pill of blood pressure medicine a day, and she goes, I think maybe it's anxiety induced. Well, I could have told her that. I'm one of the most nervous people you'll ever meet in your life. So, I knew that might be what was up, but I'm still on the blood pressure medicine. I'm still on modified bed rest. I think because she knows that if I am not on it, I won't stop going. And yesterday I had so much energy in me that I ended up sewing a pillow. I sewed another quilt. I made French toast. I baked cookies. I did like 3 loads of laundry. I did a couple loads of dishes, and all that, and then worked on my company stuff. So I stayed busy all day. I had such a good day because I haven't done any of that in like 7 weeks because I just haven't felt good. Or I guess it's 8 weeks now. And then, but I had a horrible night last night. Let me tell you. I'm gonna have to resort to going to Zantac or another heartburn medicine because Tums do not work for me anymore. And after last night, I'm not trying again. I took one last night after dinner, and it helped, and everything was fine. And I went to bed at 1 a.m. and I woke up every single hour to pee from 1 to 5. I'm like, we are thinking he may have dropped a little bit, but we're still not sure. I'll talk about that later. But when I woke up at 5, I had heartburn really bad again. So I went ahead and tried another Tums. And I'm telling you, the moment it touches, if it doesn't stay in the corner, if it touches any other part of my tongue, it's over. And so I'm standing there in the dark of the kitchen. Thank God we have a mini trash can under our table. And we just placed that there the other day just for the heck of it or whatever. And I'm standing there and I'm trying to drink. I'm trying to get it to go away. I threw everything up in my stomach. It was horrible. I mean, it was just like, just kept on coming. It was awful. So, I was like, there's no way. So then I ended up taking a shower and doing all that. I didn't get back to sleep until like 7 o'clock this morning. And then I was up by 10. So I didn't sleep so well last night. But, well, we were looking at some of my pregnancy pictures, and we think that he's growing outward, but I think he's lower because I can breathe again. And I don't struggle to take that deep breath anymore. Not as much anyway. And I would get up and pee maybe twice a night. It's literally every hour now. And there's so much pressure, like, especially turning over in bed and doing all that. Like, I mean, my hips and my pelvis feel like they're going to fall out. But, you know, it's better sometimes than other times. So, we'll see. But I'll ask my doctor about that later. I mean, I'm sure it's not a huge deal. Some people drop early, some people drop late, and maybe I haven't dropped. So, we are at 8 minutes. Let's see. I know there was something else that I was going to tell you about. I'm totally drawing a blank. Who knows? My dad got on the phone the other night and and he goes, "So when's the date?" And I was like, "Is he talking about the baby or is he talking about something else? You know, who knows?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "When are we gonna have ourselves this baby?" And I was like, I'm thinking, it's early August, you know? I mean, we still have at least 3 weeks, if not more. So, I don't know. But that cracked me up. I was like, oh great, here we go with all the questions of, have you had the baby yet? Have you had the baby yet? And I'm only 34 weeks, but, let's see. I swear I had the worst pregnancy brain of anybody, and every time, it's always my grandmother. Every time I talk to Nana, I'll be talking to her, and then I just stop dead sentence, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I can't remember what I was going to say. I can't remember what I was talking about. And, and I'm afraid, like, it's just never going to come back. I've heard that sometimes you'll lose it, and it just never comes back, but who knows. So, well, I can't think of anything else, and I'm sure there may be, but if not, oh well. So, well, I will talk to you all later, and hopefully at one point I find my real video camera. I have my big video camera, but I don't have the cables, I don't think, to hook it up to the USB, and my little flip camera is perfect, but I still have not found it since the baby shower. I know it's in this house somewhere, but Lord have mercy, who knows where it's at. So, hopefully one of these days, I will find that and be able to make better videos. So, we had flooding here. I live not very far at all from Louisville, Kentucky, and it rained so much yesterday that cars were underwater and everything else. It was crazy. Glad that I work from home. So, I don't know. But I hope you all are doing well, and those girls that are pregnant, I hope that your pregnancies are going well, and the ones that are trying to conceive, I wish you the best of luck this month, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!